am very pleased with myself about this 2-camera setup, even though the quality on that one sucks. So I am at live again, and I have to say that I really enjoy coming here. And I realize that it's because occasionally, once in a while, you hear the siren, the fire engine siren, because it's literally right there. And it reminds me a lot of New York. Also, people are like, oh, where do you get all your money from? Why do you keep putting yourself at live? And I'm like, so there was a reward system by Escort, and I had bought a whole bunch of points last year during circuit breaker because they had a sale. It was like a buy one get one free kind of concept. So then I think I mass bought like a few $100s worth of points, and then like I got double the amount for what I paid for. So really, something that I've learned after going through this 1 year of just like, coronavirus, is that you can lose the money and you can earn it back, but when you lose the time, you can never get it back. So I would rather spend a little bit more to ensure that I am creating a great environment for myself to work and create. And quite frankly, like I think my mental health and my emotional health has really improved from there. I know now why I wanted to make this vlog, and it's really because of all the clutter on the internet. So I'm gonna put this one in there as well, but with happy vibes, there's so many things going on lately. Everything feels so negative, so I'm like, okay, let's put something more fun, chill, at the same time, hopeful. There is literally no direction in this video, it's just me talking about stuff. And like I wanted to record it because sometimes I talk to myself. Like just because I have stuff that I want to say, so I'm like, why not say it to a camera and let some people listen to it? Maybe they will get something from it. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm very excited. I think it's true that like if you find things to learn every day about yourself, a new skill, something, it's very enriching for your life. Not everyone is looking for something like that, but this is the kind of life and energy that I kind of want to exude and live by. I made a mess. So this is accompanying the blog post that I'm writing, right? And I got to think a lot about how we define ourselves, and how so much of what we define ourselves by is determined, by our environment, the people around us, society, media, which is actually why I wanted to work in this line of work in the first place, because it is so powerful. And I don't know why, I just thought that I could have helped determine the narrative a little bit more, but then I realized it's not so simple. I got to think a lot because for the last 3-4 years I have been making films as a film producer, and recently, I don't know why, but people are confused as to who or what I am. Basically, because of how I portray myself on social media, and I also do other things, that it confuses people, I guess. They're like, well, what do you actually do? And okay, people don't actually already know what a film producer does. So quite simply, a producer just makes sure that everything is in place for, a film to happen. Money, crew, actors, it's a lot of like negotiation, a lot of, creative input as well. It's actually a very nice, funky, crazy, sometimes like super stressful place to be in, but actually I think it's like I don't know, I really like it. I really love my job, okay? And I think I got quite lucky in terms of finding a place for myself, because I'm working with someone who is very understanding, very keen to teach. Like, I super respect him, and I'm able to still do what I want to do outside as long as I get the work done. And I think this kind of flexibility that a job affords you is very rare. So I am very lucky. And also I am very aware that like my parents have created this very conducive environment for me to be able to do what I want. I know that I am privileged in that sense. I don't have to, earn money to feed the family. Like right now, I can just focus on myself, and I'm very thankful for that. If you're a close friend, you would know that I don't intend to live very long. And I have told my parents this, who didn't take it very well, obviously. I mean, I didn't choose to be put in this world. But every day, when I wake up, I know that I'm gonna try to make today a good day, because this is my time on earth and I might as well make full use of it. This idea of like knowing that you have an expiry date, technically that's the only thing that you're certain about in life, right? That there's a death. So this acknowledgement for me has helped me determine how I wake up every day, how I live my life every day. And that is why, even though people think that I work all the time and I work so hard, I actually make time for myself to do things outside of work, just so that my life doesn't revolve around my work, even though I love my job. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that everyone has your own timeline and your own pace to live by. So do that, and work-life balance is really how you determine it to be. I do work every day, because I like my job so much. So how do you draw that line, right? But at the same time, when I feel tired or even burned out sometimes, then it's time to kind of take a step back and do something simple. It can be going for a walk, or cooking yourself a meal, or just putting aside your devices for a day and then picking up where you left off after you've recovered yourself. So I think I'm still trying to understand life, but contrary to what people believe, actually it's quite freeing, to know that every day, the way you live your life, the next day, if for some reason I can't wake up, I know that I won't regret anything, because I made choices that I'm happy and proud to live by. So that's what I feel. Please feel free to disagree, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my perspective and my life mantra, if you would call it that. Because I don't know, like that's why I try to keep such good energy and positive vibes all the time, because I care. I care about how I live every day. I care about why. I mean, I care about why I'm put on this world. I still don't know why, but I care about finding out. I care about the truth. I care about all these things, and it can really be quite empowering. So I don't know, if you're in a funky place in your life, then maybe take a step back, you know, and kind of figure out why you're in a funky place. It can be a lot of things, and I understand that not everyone can do this. I think it's a choice ultimately. I do wonder if it is a privileged choice. Okay, but that is a conversation for another day. I have so many things in my head sometimes. I will wrap up with this. I think it's a good thing to put aside time every once in a while. Could be every week, every day, might be a bit too much, every month, just to take a step back and think about just yourself. It's not selfish to want to make choices for your own life, I feel. As long as you don't harm other people, you know. And reevaluate your life. Are you happy with what you're doing? Are you at peace? Is there something that you wanted to do but couldn't? And I say this not with a pressurizing intention. I say this just as a recommendation because I do it myself, and I find that it has enriched my life and it has helped, especially because of the coronavirus. Very often I was stuck in my head, and being stuck in a place kind of, because you know you're stuck at home, kind of allowed for that just overall claustrophobic thoughts and everything. So I really encourage everyone to really think about yourself sometimes. At the end of the day, you get to decide what makes you happy. If doing things for other people makes you happy, you know, then just do it lah. I just feel like you shouldn't compromise your own health, you know, mental state, emotional, physical also, for things that you don't truly care about. Yeah. Okay. What's next for me? I guess I'm gonna check out of this room. And if this video sees the day of light, it means I committed and I edited it and I finished it over this weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna be editing some of my own stuff. Working a lot on the films that I'm all very excited about. They are good stuff. And before I go, I wanna just say this, especially, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna watch it, but if you have stuck by me or are still in my life in some ways, thank you. I don't say this enough because sometimes I paiseh, but I really am thankful that you are in my life and you've continued to make that decision to keep me in your life, and you know, vice versa, and to allow me to keep you in my life. And without every one of you, really, I wouldn't be the person that I am today, I'm very sure. The conversations that we have, even though my memory is so shit, right? I can barely remember things sometimes. I'm very sure that whatever that we spoke about helped me form some sort of thoughts or impressions or teachings, and I really, really cannot express enough how thankful I am. Since I know my parents are watching this, thank you for, you know, loving me. And I know sometimes I have my own way of expressing myself and living my life that, you know, is not what you thought I would do, or yeah. But thank you for letting me do what I want to do anyway. Please don't worry, I'm all grown up now. Like, who am I? Okay. I'm very sure after my parents watch this also, they will never say anything to me, which is fine. I am fine that way. I am going to go for real. Be kind to one another, as Ellen says. Yeah, and I'll catch you again the next time I feel like doing this. Bye bye.